ADOSFBA. Respectfully, I'm going to go with both groups because they represent basically the same thing, but there are differences, right? So ADOS,
which is a descendant of slavery.
No, they're first. FBA comes later.
Okay,
but they both exist. FBA is more popular, right?
Okay.
ADOSFBA. Contradictory in this way, you still identify with the white man. You are a Black American? Since when? So you'll call yourself an American, but you'll never call yourself an African. Think about that now. After all I've been through in this country, I'm still going to wave their flag. After all I've been through in this country, I'm still going to use their colors. After everything I've been through in this country, I'm still going to identify with the plantation and call myself an American. So I don't have an issue with the concept. I take issue with the strategies and
what about if someone is saying that, all right, we look at anyone that is putting in our place
yourself off from your root, and you identifying with a man who's trying to get rid of you. That's the weakness of the movement, Loon.
Who is that they're identifying with?
Say that again.
Who is that they are identifying with this
Americans.
Okay.
Both of them call themselves Americans, both groups. So they're identifying with the plantation.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, yes.
But they cut themselves off from the ancestors. You see that? To me, that is the greatest shortcoming of that movement. Ain't nobody taking me from my African roots. I don't give a what game y'all want to play, but you ain't doing that. There's spiritual realm knocking on the door of FDMG being ready. There needs to be a progressive American African movement that looks out for the best interests of the American African people, that does not demonize our brothers and sisters abroad, and that looks to build relationships with them as far as that can be done. So my movement to counteract the negativity of these movements we're discussing is going to be the DAFA movement, DAFA, descendants of African freedmen in America. Remember, Loon, after freedom came, we were known as what? Freedmen. That was a legal classification. We were the freedmen. My 3 times great-grandfather George fought in the Civil War. My 4 times great-grandfather Steve fought in the Civil War. My cousins Lewis and Charles, the sons of Frederick Douglass, fought in the Civil War. I'm a descendant of freedmen who fought to keep this country from being divided. And we have rights as freedmen, so we're fighting as descendants of African, not no American. You ain't never putting that in no title, no organization of mine. Descendants of African freedmen in America.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as Dr. Umar Compton that jumped out there and is talking out the side of his neck and trying to remix real history and facts once again. And I had links in the description where you can watch that clip at the beginning in full on Loon's It's Up There podcast. And when you watch the full, I want y'all to check it out. Loon is letting it be known he's not aware of everything. He's even asking a lot of the right questions, and then coming from a perspective of the other side of, well, hold on, what about this? Well, I understand where people would come from with this mindset. So when you see that in full on his platform, you will see that he's asking some of those questions. And Umar is just talking in circles, playing dumb, playing naive, and trying to remix everything. So going in this direction on that side, then going in the opposite direction, trying to flip it around and make sense when it don't at all. Even to the point he acknowledged that people in America that are black have been talked bad about by different people that are black from different countries or different immigrants from other countries. So what is the issue here then when they start doing it, Umar? But on top of the fact, let's be all the way 1,000. You don't remix what freedman means, bro. Freedman been meaning what it's been meaning. And as somebody that's from H-Town to know the history of this situation right here, the word freedman been around since the Roman times, right? But it became popularized during the Civil War in America. During that war, and then after that war, when the Emancipation Proclamation happened, all the way down in Galveston, out there, right there, the Civil War was already over. Slaves had been freed for 2 years already, but they didn't know. They didn't have social media at that time. They did not have internet. So they got the word late that they were supposed to be free. They did left Galveston, Texas, and came out here to H-Town. That's up north from Galveston. Went to 4th Ward, which is called Freedman's Town. That word Freeman happened on American soil. So for you to talk bad about people who want to claim America, where they done died at, where they done fought at, stuff that they done built, contributed to for more than half a millennium. Some of the black people in this country were already here before the colonizers came, and you gonna tell them not to rep their country? Like, you gonna do this? Why they wanna remove Africa? Because people don't identify with Africa, bro. They people been over here for multiple generations. And let's be clear here, bro. Let's keep it all the way 1,000 since you want to act like these are the only people that do that. There are black people in other countries, in the diaspora, as y'all call it, that are black also, that might have some African genetics. They only claim their country. They only claim the country. They don't claim Africa. So why, as black Americans, do we have to stay with Africa in front of us? Or why do everything have to be attached with Africa with us? You got people who might have African genetics in Haiti. You got people, because they say the original man was found, it was started in Africa. Not an original black man, the original man, period. So everybody's supposed to have some African genetics, depending on who you talk to. But we're not going to let these people remix this, but with all the black people throughout the world, they don't wear African in front of their stuff. But we got to do it in America. No, bro, that is over. This is our country. This is what we built. We gave the culture. We fought in the Civil War. We fought in wars and battles before that. And we fought in multiple wars after. And we still fighting in wars to this day, bro. Our people have a right to claim America as their country. Let's keep it all the way 100. A lot of other countries across the globe are also oppressed, or have racism, or have division, whether it be race, whether it be skin tone, whether it be religion. This is just not an American thing, but America's where we at, and we did our stuff at. You can't tell us not to claim the country when other countries had wars and battles, got corrupt governments and things, and they can wave their flags proudly. You go to a Latino country, you go to an Indian country, Arabian country, Caucasian country, where their government has done them dirty, and they got to be responsible for what they did to their own people. But they people still wave those countries, even though they country done did their ancestors dirty. But you don't want us to claim America. When we done built this, we done fought for this, we done died for this, and everybody supposed to be included on everything that we got going on, and they can give all these opinions, they give all these feelings on something that for 500 and 600 years they people they contribute to. No, Dr. Umar, what you do is you focus on your school, and we not finna let y'all remix this FBA or any type of, these are lineage groups, bro. And not even groups. It's a description of a lineage. It's not a group. It's y'all want to minimize these things because they got different ones. You got B1, which is black. It got Salon. It got different ones out here. They are descriptions of people who have lineage that ties back to slavery in America and years prior, meaning, hey, this is where my culture is from. This is where my people been at. This is what my people fought for. We're not immigrants here. We've been here forever, even before the government became a thing in the 1700s. We not remixing Freedman Town, which, let's be clear, y'all, if you didn't know, 4th Ward, Freedman Town, and H-Town, they done gentrified that whole thing almost. It's a few blocks left. Shout out to that whole 4th Ward, man. Rock with y'all a long way. Y'all know what it is. But we not letting people come over here and remix the history and try to throw their thing so they can capitalize it and turn it into a hashtag, Umar. And that's why I'm calling them Conson right now. Consohn, Conson. Focus on your school, bro. You're the one that begs for money and asks for donations from the black community for your purpose and your goal. Focus on that. Don't try to come out here and fight what everybody else got going on. Build your own. We not all on the same page. Everybody don't see themselves as the same because they not the same. We don't have the same cultures from other countries. We don't have the same lifestyles. Do we all have oppressors? Maybe. But your oppressor ain't my oppressor when it comes to what's been done with the history on this land. Whatever happened on your land, that's what happened on your land. People ain't coming over here trying to fight the fight with us, bro. They trying to come over here and get right for themselves, which is fine, bro. And they can claim where they from, wave your flags. I'm not beefing with nobody just because they from another country. Our people not raised like that. You do got people on the internet who are jumping out there, who are popping it, who are going crazy. They gonna get up on you. But every group got that. So why do they have to be the face of black Americans, the ones that we got that's wild and turned up, that look for the chaos, they look for the capital C's, they got to represent all of us? No, bro, we not finna let y'all minimize our stuff. And Dr. Umar, you know better than that, and you know what you're doing. But I'm active. If anybody want to talk about it, we can talk about it. I'm going to get on my Patreon and get more of the detail. Dr. Umar, you not about to remix nothing, bro. I'm from the city where the freedmen's was at, bro. The people that popularized the freedmen. I'm from that jurisdiction, so you're not doing that. Shout out to all my people in Philly, and it's so crazy. You say, y'all don't, we not repping America. I'm not repping America, but you rep Philly, an American city. Come on, dog. What are we talking about now? So we done fought in all these wars, put everything on the line, built this country up, gave this country culture, built the schools, built the railroads, built the land. Ain't no other country finna allow you to come over there and claim that stuff as your own because somebody running their show as well. We a part of this. We got history here. We got stock here. This is what we familiar with. Our people stayed even after going through all that stuff, even after Tulsa, Oklahoma, even after Rosewood, Florida, even after Oscarville, Georgia, even after Corby, Kentucky, even after what went on with what they call now Central Park and other places out with things that did us dirty. We still stuck down and stayed down. We just endured it and overcame, and we still overcoming, and we gonna figure it out. We have a right to claim ourselves as Americans because this is our country, and we never being deported. To be deported, you have to be a foreigner or you have to be illegal. We not illegal. We was here before they even came up with these laws, bro, before the Constitution was created. That's why we're never getting deported. You can't kick us out because everybody knows this is ours. Knock it off, Umar. Be quiet, and all you other dudes that's pushing that nonsense, be quiet. Tell them, talk about it, and tell me why I lied at. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.